Boys, it's been a while since I felt like this. I'm eating some Haribo gummy bears. So fire. Brings me back to when I was like a kid. Y'all probably never seen me eat some candy on this YouTube channel. But if it looks like I'm in a weird place, it's because I am. Look at this. Does this not look fucking huge, bro? It's because it is. Very surreal moment. I was looking at a couple houses. Wanted to move. I've been in Miami for a year officially now. And the houses that I wanted, they were all like $20K a month. And there's a couple purchases I want to make. There's a couple things I want to buy for my family. So it's like, it's not that I can't by any means spend $20K a month. I just feel like I'm starting to mature in what I want to spend money on, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather be able to buy a boat, buy my dad a watch, do all these things like easily and not even have to think about it, and be able to spontaneously go on trips, rather than spending 20 bands a month on a house when I can't even find one that I like that much. So maybe the next place we go, I just go stupid and I get some crazy house. But for now, this is my new $10,000 a month apartment on the 63rd floor, double balconies. Look at this freaking view. I think my lens is fogging up a little bit. I mean, come on. Freaking look at this. It's just super surreal. Literally sitting here, nothing's in here, listening to some classical music, same playlist I used to listen to every fucking day when I would grind my ass off. And now, I want you guys to look at something. I get to do this every day at the end of the day. This is my wallet and one of my processors for fan bases, right? This is what I get to pay myself out for the day. This is like half of what we made today, and it'll be more tomorrow, and then it'll become available. So I literally get to, and before you guys think that this is my phone number right here, if you see it on the screen, don't try and text it. It's not my phone number. It's just a business phone number. I will not answer it. But I literally get to type this in. I want you guys to watch this in real time. My camera will focus. $29,602. 73 cents. You see this, right? And I click withdraw. Boom. And it sends it to my bank account. Like, are you kidding me, bro? Every day I feel like I have the pressure of like a 35-year-old on me. Like sometimes I feel like I can't even be a kid. And then I remind myself that I turned to 21 like a month ago. I feel like I'm always leading the group. I'm always making the decisions. I'm always making sure that people have a ride, people get home safe, nobody's neglected, people eat, people are provided for. We go out and somebody can't take care of it, I take care of it. Like I always feel these things, and it's a blessing and a curse because I wanted it. I wanted this for so long, and you know, but to be honest, it's not a curse in any way, shape, or form because it molds me into the man that I want to be. But sometimes I forget about my accomplishments. I forget what I've done. Like, how many 21-year-olds could just sit, messy computer on the kitchen table of their, literally $10,000 a month on an apartment. I used to like strain to even believe I could make that in a month coaching with my fitness. But I remember when I did make it, Made 17K. I went from 7K a month to 17K a month. Because I just like turbochargers. Like, just went to town. And I remember realizing at that moment, like, this is for me. Like, this is for me. Like, I need this. This is for me. And I'm walking out here to my second balcony. I want to tell you guys, there's no limitations to what you can do. Because 2 years ago, I was a kid with a dream who literally, I know I've said literally a million times, but you guys know, when I'm speaking from the heart, I say like and I say literally. It's not a speaking skills issue. It's just the fact that what I'm talking about, I haven't even processed in my mind yet. And I'm just processing it with you guys. And so I'm forming the thought. Man, this is the best cutter of my entire life. As I'm forming this thought with you guys, anybody out there, no matter what level you're at, I don't care if you don't even think you can make 10K a month. I don't care if you're at 10, you're wanting to make 100. When I speak in terms like this, it's because I fucking believe and you don't. Today, I was looking at some of my clients, and this isn't like, drop any thought of this being salesy in your head at all. This is genuinely me making a point. As someone who has achieved their wildest dreams in the last 2 years. Wildest fucking dreams in the last 2 years. It's the people that are successful are the ones who are stupid enough to keep going when all of the data says stop. When all logic says stop, go do something normal. The ones who are stupid enough and delusional enough to keep going relentlessly are the ones who make it. Because I think back to all the times when I wanted to quit, and the stupidest plan of action was for me to keep going, if you look at things logically. But I decided that there was no other option. I decided that this reality right here was going to happen, whether anyone else liked it or not. I decided that there was no other option, and that is why I'm here. Every person that you watch on the internet that you feel so disconnected with, that you're like, oh, how do they just make money from thin air? Like, how are all these things happen? How are these 20-year-olds getting supercars? It's because they decided to keep going against all odds. And you're realistic. You are realistic. You have to face this battle over and over and over again. You make 10K a month and then you see the journey from 10 to 100. And you're like, oh man, like, can I actually do this? Yeah, I made 10, but can I actually? You can. But are you going to be delusional enough to do it? Are you going to be delusional enough to do it? Crazy, man. God has given us so much talent. Every single one of us. And the food we eat takes that away from us. The media we watch takes that away from us. The people we surround ourselves with take that away from us. When I wanted to get rich, you couldn't tell me that I couldn't do it. You could have put my idol in front of me. My idol. The people I looked up to and watched and had them say you'll never be successful, and I would have gone harder. If you go back to one of the very first videos I made on YouTube, I'm sitting in my car, it was like a leg day, and I'm sitting in my car and I'm talking about like this job opportunity that I got. I've been working for probably 7 months straight to get my foot in the door at that job, because that was my only opportunity to get into sales for a major company. This was like a sign company, right? And I did so much. Even one time, they weren't answering me, and through the grapevine, I found out that the owner lived about 15 minutes away from me. This huge house that I had seen before, like, because where I lived, there was like, you know, there's like middle income houses, there's poor people, and then there's like 2 or 3 just like monsters where these, you know, rich people live on this big land. And the one in particular, huge house with pillars and a barn in the back, and I would pass it every day on the way to the gym. In fact, I would go the long way because there was that house, and then there was another really big house on a farm, and I would pass them for motivation. Like, even at 4 a.m. in the morning going to the gym, I would drive past them even though it took longer to get to the gym for motivation. And I remember finding out that the owner of this, it was a sign company, so they would create these big like digital signs, one of the biggest companies in the Southeast. And I found out that the owner lived there, but he had retired, the guy who founded it, and his son was running the place. And I had gone in for an interview, and I thought it went well, but no one got back to me. And so I decided, my 18-year-old self, reading Think and Grow Rich, reading How to Win Friends and Influence People, you know, reading all these different books, I put on a collared shirt, I put a belt on, I tucked my shirt in, and I put on the loafers that I would wear to church. I only had 1 pair of nice shoes. And don't get me wrong, like, I didn't grow up like poor. I never had, you know, to worry about getting food on the table. Like, I had, you know, my parents are married. I'm super blessed by that. They taught me a lot of good things, but I never got anything I wanted. I never got anything I wanted, and that just created this insatiable fire inside of me. But I never spoke to anyone who made like over 200 grand a year. So I had this delusion that like rich people that made money, wealthy people, were like a different class of person. Almost as if they were like aliens. And so I drove my 2006 Acura to his house, got out of my car, knocked on the front door, introduced myself to his wife, and said, I had an interview at your company. I would love to talk to your husband and just see if there's anything that I could do to speed up the process. And luckily enough, the guy was home. He loved my enthusiasm. And he said, you know what? I'm actually heading down to the shop right now. Would you like to go with me? I was so excited. I was nervous. It was very, very weird. Got in the car with this guy, drive 45 minutes down to Douglasville, Georgia. See him introduce himself to everybody. In my head, I'm like, yeah, oh, I did that. Like, I'm gonna get the job. Like, it's over, da-da-da. Keep in mind, I wanted to be a sales guy. There's no one on this team that probably was under like 30, but they had sales guys making 200 or 300 grand a year, and I knew I could do it. All my life, I've been like, I'm naturally good at sales. Sales is my thing. I'm great at talking to people. They had me take this test. The test came back, said I wasn't good at sales. The owner of the company looked at me, and he was like, yeah, the test said that you're just not built for sales, but we'll start you as a fabricator for $12 an hour, or $14 an hour, something like that. And I remember at this time I was like so deep into my personal development. I had no reason to be disrespected, but
but I felt so disgustingly disrespected. So disgustingly disrespected. And I remember they were very nice to me, but they kind of looked at me, and I read from the heart that they just felt like, who are you to come in here and think that you can do what we do, kid? And I don't like disrespect. And I made it my fucking mission. My fucking mission. That the CFO and the CEO, I'd make more money than both of them. More money than both of them. And now I have days where I make $50,000 in a day. And I've closed over $2 million, not my sales team, me, personally, on the phone. I've closed $2 million in the past year and a half. Oh, yeah, this test said you're not built for sales. Who's not built for fucking sales? I am. Don't tolerate disrespect. Don't let people tell you that you can't do it. Don't let people tell you that your dreams are unrealistic. Because I'll be damned if I let you put me in the same fucking box that you put yourself in. I won't do it. And that might be harsh to some of you guys. But this is the only way to operate. This is the only way to operate. You can walk around with humility and still understand what you're capable of as a human being. If you would have told me a year ago, even a year ago when I was making some money, I'd be living in an apartment that was $10,000 a month. Like, this isn't even like, I literally, sometimes I make that before 8 a.m. So it's not like I'm stretching myself living in this spot. But if you would have told me that, I would not have been able to comprehend. That's some people's yearly salary. And I'm a kid who had a 1.8 GPA because I would get 100s on all my tests, but I would refuse to turn in any of my homework because I didn't see the ROI. And now I have a 4-bedroom apartment all to myself. Why? Because I didn't let anyone else put me in a box that I had created for myself. Guys, fitness coaching changed my life. YouTube changed my life. You changed my life. Every single one of you watching this right now, you changed my life. You supported me on this journey. You watched me grow. There was a time when I had 60 of you. And it kept me getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning to make my aggression talks. There's a time when I had 170 of you. And it got my ass out of bed to go make some aggression talks. There's a time when I had 330 of you guys. And I made one video that changed my life forever. After posting, getting made fun of, having a candle company, starting a clothing company, trying FBA, trying drop shipping, trying to create a store online like 8 different times. I used to DoorDash and TaskRabbit to pay for my Shopify store bill and the materials for my products. And I would drive around Atlanta, sometimes on empty, go do TaskRabbit jobs and hope that they would tip me so that I could fill up my car. I used to take apart my lawnmower, put towels down in the back of my 2006 Acura TL, drive to Atlanta, take my lawnmower out, put it back together, and mow people's fucking lawns. When I felt like in my mind I already had the brain to be making $100,000 a month. Because I wasn't scared to eat shit over and over and over and over again, and I wasn't scared to prove myself. You know, everybody's got a sob story. Everybody, you know, who's made money, especially in this city. But you truly find the character of a man when you give him all the money in the world to fund his temptations and desires, and then you see how much he restrains himself. And you won't find many 21-year-olds living in this city the way that I do. No, I'm not happy about that. I wish there were more. Sometimes I'm like, why? Like, why don't I just go out and do my thing? I can be with almost any woman I want. I can go out to the club. I can have the section. I can pop the bottles. I've done it before. But why? How is it continuing to drive me? Because this is where most people fall. Where I am right now, this is where most people fall. Because they take a breath. They take a breath of fresh air. I made it. No. I'll never make it. I'll keep evolving. I'll keep evolving. You know why? Because this was never the point. This was never the point. The point was the growth. The point was what's happened here. The point is what I learned here. The point is what's happened here. The point is to experience. The point is to learn. The point is to seek Jesus Christ. The point is to hone your skills. The point is to love. The point is to forgive. In looking back, all those raw emotions that I had, the hatred I had for people, it had to happen because it had to teach me lessons. The self-doubt, it had to be there so that I could counterbalance it with my overwhelming delusion of success. And I'm making this video for the guy tonight who your mind won't let you express that feeling that you feel like you should feel. And I want this video to be that feeling for you. You just don't know how to express it. You know you need to move forward. You don't really know what to do or what steps to take. And I'm telling you, take blind action. Scroll down to the bottom of my YouTube and watch. See how my speech has evolved. See how my life has evolved. I'm in the best shape of my life, making more money than I've ever made. And I won't back down. I won't stop. I have a $500,000 Ferrari. I have a TRX. I just got rid of my Urus. And I'm like, should I get a Ferrari SUV or should I get a Rolls Royce? This is the point of life that I'm in at 21. And the most beautiful thing is still waking up early, pushing, building new things, getting people results, impacting people, using my money as a tool to help others, seeing my family, Seeing how much I can grow my body to see what I can get done, how much I can grow and expand my mind to see what else I can do, who else I can touch, who else I can impact. That is still the most beautiful thing. Do not get lost in the sauce. It's so easy because the sauce is good, bro. It's good until it's not. And it's good until you need more of it and more of it to give you that same feeling. And I promise you, you can have all the sauce in the world you want. You can have all the success, all of the money, all the status, if you continue to chase the things that actually matter. And so tonight, as I'm smoking this cigar on my balcony, I want you guys to know that it wasn't luck. And it's not luck that's gonna get you where you're going. It's not the right handshake that's gonna get you where you're going. It's not some special cheat code, some Miami money glitch. No. It's the right information. It's hard work. It's meeting multiple of the right people and having the most absurd fucking delusion that no one is going to tell you that you can or you can't do it, and you're going to decide that for yourself. It's a new chapter for me. I feel amazing energy in this new place. I'm in my soon-to-be bedroom. I'm gonna sleep here with a mattress on the ground tonight, and I'm moving all my stuff in tomorrow. We're gonna have a great time. I'm really excited. I feel it in my chest. The next level is coming for me. I can't lie, I've been holding back the past couple months because I've been scared of the work. I've been scared of the work because I know that the next level is the professional league of business. And I'm 21 years old, and sometimes I want to just curl up in a ball and just ignore my responsibilities and say, fuck it. I just want to just blow some money, drive my Ferrari, and just get on the couch and watch Netflix and just say, screw all this. And there's a time and a place. The camera just died on me, but as I was saying, there's a time and a place for that. But for right now, I feel it in my chest. It's time. I didn't have me, I didn't have my videos. And I want to see you guys, because of my videos, because of the videos that I put out, because of videos like this, where you had nights where all you wanted to do was give up, turn in your sword. Because of videos like this, I want you to pick your fucking sword back up and commit to going into battle every single day. All that's required is that you don't stop. That is all that is required. You have to have a delusion that it is out there for you, because it is. And if you don't think it's out there for you, decide that you're gonna go take it. Because if you take it, it will not resist. I'm excited for this next chapter. I'm excited for you guys to come along with me. I'll do a full tour of the penthouse. Penthouse, it's basically a penthouse. Once everything is moved in and situated. And it's been a journey. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.